Hi everyone, my name is Jenna and welcome to my channel Divine Direction. In this video, we are going to be doing a pick a card reading to find out what archetype you are embodying right now. So please take a moment, you can pause the video if you want, and choose whichever pile resonates with you the most. You can pick more than one if you feel guided to. And then find the corresponding timestamps down below. Remember, this is a general reading, so please take what resonates and leave the rest. And as always, I ask you to please listen to your own intuition above all else. Okay, so let's see what pile number one's archetype is. All right. So you have the detective, and it says, great powers of observation and intuition desire to seek out the truth. Detective. Okay, so what else do we have? Okay, so you have the Six of Cups for the clarifier, and also the Ten of Pentacles, which is awesome. Okay, so what I'm kind of getting with this pile number one is, okay, I kind of feel that you guys, some of you have been on, like with the detective energy, like I feel that you are, some of you are seeking truth, definitely. I feel that you may be, like the first thing that I kind of felt when I saw the Six of Cups is past lives. So I kind of feel that some of you may be doing research into past lives. You could be trying to figure out what your own past lives were. I also kind of get the feel that some of you may be doing research on other spiritual topics, especially. I definitely love that, especially with the book. Like I feel that some of you have been absolutely researching topics having to do with spirituality, past lives. It could even be like they're showing me the word enlightenment. It could be anything really, right? Because this is a general message. But for some of you, I'm definitely feeling that you're looking into more areas. Like even they're showing me like Pleiadian, like looking into extraterrestrials and trying to figure out like what is the truth, right? What is the truth? Is there more out there? So some of you, I'm kind of feeling that vibe. For others, I feel that this may be you kind of like taking the information from your life and also just kind of figuring out, like with the Six of Cups, I'm kind of thinking back to past relationships and whether they're romantic or I'm definitely feeling friendships and feeling like, okay, let's reflect on that. I've kind of done this in my life with friendships, right? Because I haven't had a lot of romantic relationships in my life. It's like long term, and I'm just kind of like thinking back to some of my friendships, and I'm like, they were kind of abusive, in a way, and it's just like, okay, because really when I think of abusive relationships, like whether it's verbal, I wasn't like in any physically abusive relationships in that case, but it's like I always think more about romantic relationships and like domestic abuse and that sort of thing. But I never really stopped to think that, wow, there was some abuse in a way in these friendships, and there are definitely patterns there. So looking back into that, so that could be maybe something that you're going through. It could also just be like, okay, I've had this friend for 21 years, and is our friendship worth it? Like I just feel that you've been going through awakening and going through some changes, and now it's time to reflect and see, like in the card there's an X. So to me, when I see an X, it's like we're cutting something out or we're seeing what isn't working for us. And that's what I love with having the Ten of Pentacles. It's like you are trying to figure out what's going to make you the happiest? What's going to make you feel stable and happy and secure and healthy? So that could even be just researching, how do you want to live your life? How do you want to live your life? And research to me, like it could be literally you reading books or watching videos about different lifestyles, but to me it's like this is inner research too, right? In this area that I'm talking about, it's inner research, kind of a reflection of what it is that I want. What is it that's going to make me this happy? Okay. And I love that for you. It's like, how did I feel in this relationship? How did this person make me feel? Is this person still showing up for me? Am I still going to put the effort out for this person? Or if it's a romantic relationship, I could see some of you being like, okay, what went wrong in that relationship? What happened there? What part did I play? What part did they play? It could be so many different things, but I just kind of feel like, in a way, like we're not over analyzing here, but it's kind of like, I realize now that I wasn't happy. Or I realize now that this aspect of that relationship, I was the happiest. So now taking that information and I kind of viewing the pentacles as like different bits of information that you're putting together, like a puzzle piece. They're kind of making me feel like puzzle piece. And really just kind of seeing like, okay, well, I liked when this person that I dated used to ask me about my day or have deep conversations, and it's like, oh, there's a puzzle piece there. So that could be different puzzle pieces of what our ideal partner feels like. I was gonna say looks like, but my guides are like feels like, because it doesn't matter what they look like. This is about how you feel, right? This card, they're telling me, in this case especially, this is about how you feel. What makes you feel your best in your life? So you're doing some sort of research on that. And I really love that. Like they're even showing me the house in the background. What kind of house do you want to live in, honey? That's what they're saying. They like saying honey. We call each other honey. So it's like, all right, what do you want? What will make you happy? That's what I'm seeing. And I love that. I absolutely love that, because my guides, especially this past year, they're like, experiment. Your whole life is you experimenting. So whether you went to school and it didn't work out, or you moved to another province or country or state and it didn't work out, that was you knowing that maybe you didn't like that, or what aspect did you like about it. They're showing me when I moved to another province for a summer, and I hated aspects of it, absolutely. But it's like, what did I love about it? I was living near the mountains, and you cannot, like, I don't even think that there's anything better than fresh mountain air for me, right? So there we go. There is a pentacle there. Maybe I won't live near the mountains. I'm in Ontario. But maybe that's telling me, where does my soul want to be when I go on vacation? Okay, so it's like we're learning all these different aspects of ourselves, and especially even what I was talking about before with your past lives. Those are different aspects of yourself. If you're looking into your own past lives, if you are trying to figure out if you're Pleiadian, or if you're a star seed or that sort of thing, like you are discovering who you are. You're doing that research, and I love that. I absolutely love that. Okay, so that can be so many different things. So I'm not gonna dive too much into it, but okay. They're also showing me that there's 2 dogs. So it's like, are you a dog person? Are you a cat person? Maybe you never thought that you could be a dog person, and all of a sudden somebody has a dog. And you just love that little creature. So it's like, have fun with this. I love this. Detective. Okay, so pile number 1, we're being a detective and we're figuring out how to make us happy. I love that. Okay, pile number 1, that's all I got for you. So thank you so much for watching this video. And let's move on to pile number 2. Okay, pile number 2, what do you got? Ooh, you got the archetype of the king, and I could barely say that. Sorry. Enlightened, benevolent leadership benefiting those in your charge. Ooh, I love that. I love that. Okay, so let me flip these over. Okay, we have the 9 of Swords in reverse. We have the 9 of Wands in reverse. And we have the Knight of Cups. I almost said King of Cups. Knight of Cups in reverse. Okay, so first of all, I just want to say, doesn't matter what your gender is, right? The vibes that I'm getting off of this, especially after reading the card, is I'm going to cross out King, unless you want to keep it. Leader. I'm feeling leader, okay? And this is what I'm getting from your clarifiers. With the 9 of Swords and the 9 of Wands in reverse, I'm feeling that you've been through some things. You've been through some things. I don't mean to laugh. I'm just trying to make light of it because, you know what? I kind of feel that, like, you've been through some stuff, but it's like you can kind of laugh about it now and they're nodding my head yes, because that's how I feel about mine. It's like, yeah, it wasn't pretty at the time. It wasn't fun at the time, but you know what? You just kind of have to laugh at it and move on, right? It depends what it is, obviously. So I feel that you have been through like your dark night of the soul. You've been through, they're showing me anxiety, maybe depression, addiction. There's something that you've been through. I mean, we all go through our struggles, right? We all go through something in our lives, these life events. With you having 2 9s, I feel that it's either like you're almost at the end of the cycle or like you're transitioning out of that. I kind of feel that even though I'm saying like you're almost transitioned out of it, I feel that you've been feeling this for a long time, okay? And it's just with the energy kind of being fluid, right? Whatever it is that you have been through, you've put yourself together. They're showing me the quote. I've been saying the wrong words, and my guides have been saying the wrong words yesterday, so I have no idea what that's about, but I'm sure that will come out. Silly kittens. Okay, so the quilt, it's like you put yourself together. You may have been broken into pieces, and that could be in so many different ways, but you've sewn yourself together. You've put yourself back together. And I love that. And even with the 9 of Wands, it's like he's building his kingdom. He's building something. He's putting something together. He's taking pieces of these wands, these sticks, whatever you want to call them, and he's building something. So that's what I'm kind of feeling like. In the King card, I just have this feeling that he's built his foundation. So you going through all of these life experiences and you learning from them, you have built yourself a foundation. And they wanted to bring my attention to the Knight of Cups. Don't forget, Jenna. They're saying, don't forget the Knight of Cups. With it being reversed, I'm not taking this as a bad thing, okay? The Knight of Cups to me is like you going on a heart-led journey. And that's your spiritual awakening, that's your healing journey, that's you trying to find out who you are, that's you being on your path and moving towards your life purpose. So many different things, but it's you listening to your soul. That's giving me the chills. This to me is you listening to your soul. Now, with it being in reverse, I'm just taking it as you've already embarked on this, okay? This is like beginning of the journey to me in that sense. And you are not at the beginning of your journey because you are now the leader. Here's the thing. In the background, there's the sun. So to me, the sun is shining on on the king right here. And he's got the moon in his hands. To me, in this case, the moon is talking about like the darkness. That could be your shadow aspects, the dark night of the soul. That could be the depression. That could be the anxiety. That could be anything involving these 9 of Swords, okay? But he's got a handle on it. He's holding on to it, right? He's holding on to it, not in a bad way. He's got a handle on it. It doesn't have a handle on him anymore, all right? So he's been through these struggles. He's seasoned, right? He's gone through this, and now he's the king. He was the knight, and now he's the king. I just realized that. Okay, so whomever's resonating with it, it's like you've been through it, you've gotten through it, you've learned your lessons, you've built your foundation, you know, it's like you know what to do. They're kind of showing me like it's kind of like ladders or steps, right? With you being in the leadership archetype, you're helping others, okay? You're helping to inspire others. You are helping others through whatever this is. You can help others in so many different ways in the leadership archetype, but it's like you've been through the trials and tribulations, and now you're helping others through it. So even if, like, they're kind of giving me the, they're showing me the word intern. It's like you started as an intern, okay? This could even be in a business, but I'm feeling this is more like life experiences in that sense. You've been through it all. They're showing me crying in the bathroom when I was younger and I was working in an office because people didn't take me seriously because I was young. It could be something like that. I'm feeling this is more like more inner stuff, but this is the comparison that they're giving me, right? They're showing me the green boots on this guy. The green boots, to me, the color green in this case, it means that like being new at something, right? New at something. You're not new at this. You're not new at this, but you went from being new at it, being the intern, to being the freaking CEO, they're saying. Yeah, you're the CEO in this case. So, you are helping others climb that ladder. You are helping others to go through their struggles, to guide them through it. I feel that especially with the leadership, it's like you are the inspiration. Like I feel that this is very like inspirational. You're giving people a hand. It's like you're helping them to build their own castle, their own fortress. I don't know how else to say this without having, I mean, if I had more of, of an example, but this is so general, right? Whatever it is, like I feel that you are either like on your way towards wish fulfillment, or you have started to receive your wish fulfillment on how you want to be in your life, and you are helping to inspire others and helping others through their struggles. So if you had depression, maybe you start volunteering or helping at a company that that helps with mental health. There's so many different things though. Even helping people along their, helping them to find that alignment with their soul. Yeah. I don't want to get too much into it again because it's a general reading, but I'm seeing you as being the leader, and I see you helping others to achieve their goals and helping them to become a leader. It's kind of like the ripple effect, right? That's what I'm kind of getting here. The ripple effect, and this is what we're doing. This is what we're doing. I've talked about this. My shaman, she's been helping me, and I said again, like, I can't thank you enough for helping me. And she said, like, for me to help me to spread my light so then I can do that for another person. And then me helping them to heal so that they can do that for another person. That's what we're doing. That's what you're doing. Okay? I think that's really awesome. Okay, the last example I'm going to give is they're showing me even just being like a counselor at a summer camp, right? Maybe for individuals who are, what do I want to say? How do I want to say this? Okay, so they're showing me leadership camp. Even showing other people how to be leaders. Like that's the kind of vibe that they're giving me. Showing other people how to be leaders so that they can do it. Anyways, I don't want to get more into that because, again, it's so general. But I love that for you. I love that you are in that leadership archetype. And if you're not in it yet, you're going to be. Especially with there being the 9s, okay? So thank you, pile number 2. Okay, pile number 3. Let's see what you have. Ooh. Okay, so yours, I picked them. Obviously not seeing what they were, but for some reason for you, I wanted to, and now I know why. Okay, so you have the Prince archetype card upright, and it says romantic charm and potential for power. And then you have the Thief card in reverse. Okay, so I'm feeling you're not the thief. You are not the thief, but in this case, let me see, what's your clarifier? Aha! Okay. In this case, I feel that maybe you're more open and vulnerable in a relationship, and especially a romantic relationship, I'm feeling, and someone broke your heart, maybe you were more open and vulnerable, but then things have happened in your life where maybe people were just not ready for your level of depth and vulnerability. And been there. What I'm kind of feeling with this is, though, with the Prince, and again, doesn't matter which gender, I have a feeling I'm going to change what the archetype is for your group. But this person's ready to date again. They have a bouquet of flowers behind their back. To me, it's like they're ready to go out and date. And with the flowers, it's like, you know what, I'm just going to be me. And I'm not going to hide. I'm not going to hide my feelings. Okay? And I've kind of felt that before with me. It's like, I don't want to play games. I really don't. I'm at the point where it's like, let's get out of that shallow crap. And I'm going to be open and completely honest with you. And if you don't like it, then you're not the person for me, and that's okay. All right? And that's what I kind of get here. Like, I feel that we're transitioning into this hopeless romantic archetype. That's what they're saying. Hopeless romantic. Because you're not going to worry about getting your heart broken. I mean, we all kind of like are a little worried, but I feel that you've done work on yourself, or you've gained confidence. Like, there's something, I don't like saying you've done work on yourself, but it's like, I feel that you have, there's more acceptance of who you are, and it's like, there's more confidence. How do I want to put that? More confidence. It's just like I was saying, like, you're just kind of like, you know what? I don't want to play those games anymore. I really want to meet somebody, and I'm going to put the effort out. And if people don't accept my effort, that's okay. I'm going to move on to the next person. And I'm not going to give up. Yeah, I'm not going to give up. I hope that's coming out right. But you being the hopeless romantic archetype is what I'm getting. You're not giving up. You're not giving up hope on this person. Oh my gosh, like, going on internet dating, especially with the pandemic and everything, so shallow. There's some really great people on there, but it's like, it can be so shallow, and it can easily make someone give up. But I've noticed with myself, it's kind of like, okay, you know what? Maybe this isn't for me, but I'm not going to give up hope that my person is out there. I know my person is out there. If I see any signs that are red flags for me, I'm not wasting my time. And I kind of feel that with you. It's like, you're not giving up hope. You still have that, you know, in your heart that your person is out there. And I know that they are, because your clarifier was the Six of Wands, and you are going to have victory in love. And I love that. I love that whomever is resonating with this, you're not changing yourself. You're not changing yourself. You're not trying to hide how you feel about someone. You are open and honest about it. And I just love that. I love that you're going to keep going with this, and that you are keeping, you're keeping on with this and dating. I love that. So, hopeless romantic archetype. I wish you all the best. I don't need to, though. I don't need to, because I know if you are being yourself and being authentic, that you will find that person who is perfect for you, absolutely perfect for you. So I love that for you, group number 3. Thank you so much for watching, and let me know if it resonates. Okay, group number 4. Ooh, student. Okay. Humility and devotion to knowledge. Openness to lifelong learning. I love that. Student archetype. Let's see your clarifiers. Okay, so we have the 5 of Cups, and we have the King of Cups. Ooh, okay. All right. Okay. Interesting. Very interesting. 1 second. Okay. So for you to be in the student archetype right now, especially with your clarifiers, interesting. I kind of feel that you are the type of person who's going to be like a lifelong student, you know? Like, it doesn't matter where you are in life. You could be 90, they're showing me 98 years old, and you are still going to be learning, right? You're still going to be researching, or you know, I can even see you going into the classroom, right, and learning something new. And I think that's something that's really wonderful. Like, we never stop learning, and it makes life more interesting. But here's what I'm getting with your clarifiers. Okay, so for the 5 of Cups, this is definitely about grieving or loss. To me, it's like he's, especially with him having a cloak. If I see a dark cloak on someone and any kind of card, to me, that's like, that is something that's holding us down or holding us back. For me in my life, it was my depression. This could be others' expectations. It could be so many different things, right? In this case especially, I feel it's like he's focusing on what he's lost, but he doesn't see the other two cards, the other 2 cups. Okay, he's not seeing the other 2 cups. And in this case, this is kind of like, the way that I interpret things is kind of funny. But there's the bridge in the background, and then there's this building, and I feel like this is the school. I feel that this is the school. So it's like, whatever he's focusing on, it might have taken him a little bit to kind of collect himself and decide to go on this journey. To me, what I was kind of thinking of is like, these cups that have been spilt, this could be missed opportunities, and us just kind of beating ourselves up like, oh, I should have done this, or I should have done that, or maybe we felt like we failed on something. It's like focusing on that, and really just, when we're focused on what hasn't worked, we're kind of missing out on the opportunity on being able to do what has worked. What has worked. What is working. Oh my gosh, I cannot speak today. Okay, so what I'm seeing here is it's like, you've gone from that to being the King of Cups. So there has been some sort of learning here. This could be life lessons I'm kind of feeling. I feel that you're kind of taking your own opportunities into your own hands, right? With this cup, okay? We're taking the opportunities in our own hands, and I feel that he's gone from focusing on the wrong opportunities or missed opportunities or failures to actually learning and being a full scholar. Like, to me, this is like he's gotten his doctorate. That's kind of the vibes that I'm getting there. This could be mastering your emotions, absolutely, with the water and the cups, right? So this could even be you learning how to master your emotions, and I feel that for some of you, absolutely. I also love that his cloak is yellow. To me, yellow, it's like bright and happy and cheery against this black and dreary cloak. So it's like, whatever it is that has gone on in your life that could be viewed as maybe negative, I feel that you have learned how to turn it into a positive, or you have learned the lesson that has made you the person that you are today. So I really love that for you. So yes, we're going to be lifelong students, and that could be you actually going to a physical school and learning different things, but I feel that this is like you are learning how to look at your life differently, how these things that maybe didn't work out in the past weren't necessarily failures. Sometimes I feel that when things don't work out in our lives, that it's actually us being redirected to what we're meant to be doing. So I've talked about earlier in this video, I talked about me moving out west in Canada, and there were aspects of it that I loved, but I hated it. And it's like, it wasn't for me. They said, it wasn't for you, honey. It wasn't meant for you. You weren't meant to be away from your family. And that's one thing that I really felt, right? So I didn't get fired, but if I stayed any longer, I probably would have, because I hated it. Absolutely did. So to me, it's like me not being able to do that. I could view that as a failure, but I'm looking at it now as if I wasn't meant to be that far away from my family. I wasn't meant to do that job. I wasn't meant to be there. And it was a lesson. So we're being the student in that student energy. It's like you are viewing things now as a lesson. These 3 cups that have spilled are all lessons. And I love that. So that's why I'm getting the scholar vibes. Scholar vibes. And he's holding a cup very proudly to me. I think that you're proud. Like, you know, you may think back and be like, oh, why did I do that? Why did I move out west? I learned a lot. I learned a lot about myself. I learned a lot about what it is that I didn't want. And that's really important. We talked about this in group number 1, kind of being a detective. This is similar energy a bit. So looking at those as being something that's taught us what we didn't want, taught us where we needed to be in the end. So many different things. They're even showing me, for some reason, like this guy's hair, they're making me feel like he has COVID hair, like he hasn't got his hair cut in a while. So even thinking about this past year, and maybe we haven't been able to see our friends, maybe we haven't been able to move forward in a certain area in our life, we could look at the pandemic and think, look at all we've lost. And I'm not talking about lives, okay? I'm not talking about lives, but it's like we've missed out on opportunities, again, to be with our family. We've lost our social life. We've lost our jobs, maybe. If we focus on what we've lost, it's like it's not going to help us, okay? But if we focus on what do we still have, or what have we gained from this, and that's what I'm getting with the 2 cups. What do we still have and what have we gained? To me, I gained a lot. To be honest, it's been a hard year, but I gained a lot. I've learned so much, and I can't even tell you. Like you're like, you don't even realize, Jenna, how much you've gained in this last year. They're saying, and we're not talking about weight, Jenna. How much I have learned this past year. Enjoy the more simple things in life, right? Like, we all kind of knew that, but it's not until you maybe lose some things, losing access to even being able to shop as much, has definitely made me be like, okay, you know what? I don't need as much. I don't need as much. For not having a lot of money, it's made me be like, okay, let's be creative. Let's be more resourceful. Spiritually, I've gained a lot. Especially last summer there was like no TV, no good TV. So I didn't have that distraction. There weren't any distractions for me. So I was talking to my spiritual team like hours on hours a day. And that's how I developed my connection with them, where I can hear them. And, I mean, it's going to be different for everyone probably, but, that's what happened. So much of who I'm becoming, that confidence that I've developed has happened in the last year. So don't think that you have to take years upon years to have this change from this to this. No. They're saying, no, honey, it doesn't have to take that long. It doesn't have to take that long. And I love this for you, that you are learning this, because you feel so much more free and lighter knowing that what I've done in the past, or things that didn't happen in the past that I wanted to happen, it's like, you know what? That was a lesson. It's like that saying, when people come into your life, they're either a lesson or a blessing. It's the same thing with other things, right? And I always think about, I always thought that when I was 25, by the time I was 25, that I'd be married and I'd be pregnant. And here I am almost 10 years later. And I think for me personally, I'm not saying this about anyone else, but for me personally, I think, thank the Lord. Thank you that I didn't have children 10 years ago, because this girl was not ready for it. They're like, no, you were not. No, you were not. I had so many lessons to learn. And it's like now what I saw as a failure before, I'm seeing as being a blessing. And I feel that for you too. That was just an example, but I'm feeling that you are now viewing things as either lessons or blessings. And we're not dwelling on, oh, I was a failure. Oh, I wish I did this. No regrets. No sadness there, okay? So I really love that for you, pile number 4. You're a scholar. You are the king now. I love that. I love that. Let me know if that resonates. I would really love to hear that, because I think that's a really important lesson for people to learn, is how to view their past in a different way. It really is a freeing experience. Okay, thank you, pile number 4. All right, pile number 5. Let's see what you have. Ooh, okay. God represents the nature of the divine in life and in yourself. Ooh, I love this card. That's one of my favorite cards in the deck. And the Hanged Man in reverse. Okay, all right, I love this. Okay, so pile number 5, what I'm getting for you, it's like, I said this about, I think, pile number 2. You've been through stuff. You've been through stuff. You've been going through your awakening. You've been learning about yourself. You've been working on, they want me to do this. To me, circles are cycles. You've been through the cycles. You have gone through your dark night of the souls. You have gone through, how do I even want to put this? You know what? They don't even want me to say, because they're like, you're not even dwelling on the past. You are not dwelling on the past. I feel that whatever it is, you have been through it and you are looking forward. And I love that you are the guide. I've been changing some of the archetypes, but in this case, I'm going to keep you as being the guide. Okay? You are the guide, and you have the wisdom. With this owl being there, you have the wisdom. You're listening to your intuition, and you have your guidance from your spiritual team. You're listening to that, and you are being that guiding force for others. With the Hangman in reverse, I feel that there was a period of time that really, like, you couldn't move forward much. It's like you had to either change your perspective on things. I definitely feel that there's been a gaining of knowledge. Inner wisdom is what you have, right? There's been some growth there. You have that wisdom, and it's like now you are being the guide for others to guide them through their darkness. That's what I'm kind of feeling, and they're giving me chills with that. Like, if you have been through depression, I use that a lot as an example because of my life. If you've been through depression, maybe now you are helping to guide people through that. They're showing me, like, any sort of healing, ancestral wounds, healing the inner child, whatever it is that you are really resonating with. I feel that you are the guide, okay? You are guiding people through it. So they're kind of making me feel, this could be even you being a mentor in some sort of way. It's like, what I've kind of viewed in my life, especially recently, is what people that are being attracted to me are people who are kind of at the beginning stages. Yeah, they're nodding my head. So you have gone through this, I don't even know. It's like you've gone from the start and you're at the end, right? And I always talk about going up the peak of the mountain and looking down at all that you've accomplished. So in this case, they're like, you're like the hiking guide. You're helping people hike through the obstacles and helping them to get to the top of the mountain so that they can eventually do that for another person, right? I talked about this with group number 2, so I'm kind of getting those vibes, but this is a little bit different. Yeah. People, I'm really getting the sense though that the people that you may be helping are people that have absolutely no idea. It's like they're just starting to awaken and there's some anxiety there. Maybe they have no idea what to do and they're feeling stuck. These people are feeling stuck. It's like, please help me, please guide me. You could be doing this again with mentorship. This could be you doing YouTube videos. This could be you writing a book. Working one-on-one, working in groups, like they're showing me the word workshops. There's so many different things that you could be doing, and they're giving me chills up my legs, okay? But they're making me feel it's like you're helping them out step by step. Yeah, step by step. Okay, yeah, because it's like some people, and I was the same way. It's like at the beginning, you're like, okay, what is this? What is going on? What do I do? I've got all of this stuff going on in my head. I have all this anxiety. I don't feel like I can go out to the stores anymore. I have no idea what's going on. I have this social anxiety. I might have this depression. And it's just like you are there to help guide them. I don't want to say hold their hand. That's what they're kind of making me feel though. It's like sometimes we need a person in our life to just kind of hold our hands and help us through certain parts of our life. And it's like, I don't feel that in this way that's like babying anybody. It's just being like, if somebody, they're showing me somebody walking on like a high ropes. like ropes lifted up on the ground, and you just putting your hand up and them holding your hand so that they can get through. Okay, so it's like you're there just to help them kind of keep their balance, which I really love for you. You're using whatever knowledge and experiences that you've had in your own life, and you're helping people. They're making me feel with the Hangman, it's like if people fall off, you are helping them get back on. Okay, you're being that source of inspiration. You are spreading your light, which I love with the lantern, and also with the light around the Hanged Man. Right? It's like you are spreading your light so that you can help others spread theirs. And again, I talked about that in pile number 2, so you might want to look at pile number 2. Pile 2 was about leadership, and I feel there's similar qualities, but it's like, I don't know how to put it. I don't know how to put it. I also kind of feel that you are helping people to work on developing their spiritual gifts, right? So this could be different for everyone, as this is a general reading, but I feel that you're helping them be balanced. And I'm also getting that some of you are helping them to develop their spiritual gifts, and this could be from helping them be more balanced, right? But I'm definitely getting like, we're going step by step, okay? They're saying baby steps, baby steps. My team has always talked about baby steps. I know at the beginning you're just like, you just want to jump from one point to the next, but you're helping them. You're like, okay, no, we're going to do these baby steps, and we're going to work together, like inch by inch, mile by mile is what they're saying, each step of the way. So that's why I'm getting like really big mentor vibes here. And it's funny because I do have a mentor card in this deck. But you're more than that, they're saying. You are more than that. You are the person that's helping to guide them out of the darkness. So that's why I'm suffering from anxiety, depression, that's what they're saying. And again, this could be maybe you have gotten through an addiction and you're helping other people. There's so many different ways that you could be a guide, but I really feel that, especially in this way, and what my guides are saying, it's like you are like the North Star in someone's darkness. Oh, good. They're giving me chills, and I thought I was gonna cry. They like to make me cry sometimes. With the sweetness of the messages that they give, but it's like you are that person, and people need that. People need that. In my case, they're showing me like my natural path. They're showing me my counselor. So these are the people who help me through my darkest times. They're showing me my mom. Don't make me cry. Oh my God, don't make me cry. But helping me through my darkest times, so that they can stand on their own, so that they can stand on their own, and that's with the balance, right? Which, again, they're showing me the imagery of, like, you just having your hand up so that this person can have their balance to walk across the ropes. And it's not easy to walk across a rope. No way. I could never do it. I don't think I could do it. So helping them to stand on their own. I love that. Oh my gosh, I love that for you. Oh, wow. Okay. And helping them to find that light source within them. That's what they're saying. Helping them to find that light source within them. Yeah. And that's how you help them stand on their own. Aww. Okay, I'm gonna cry. So I'm gonna end this video, but I really love that for you. Pile number 5. So you are the guide. I love that. Oh, they're still giving me chills in my legs. So please let me know if this resonates. I would love to know, and if you guys would really like me to continue to be doing videos like this. These ones are a little shorter than what I normally do, which is kind of nice. But at the same time, I like to talk. So Okay, thank you everyone for watching this video. I hope you enjoyed it and hopefully I'll see you in the next one. Thank you. Bye.